Hi, I am Nicole Lazan, your VIP coach, encouraging us to cultivate vision, clarify intention, and understand purpose so that we can live on our best level. Want to talk about hurts and healing. We've been following the expectation series and we've been discussing how to set, meet, and manage healthy expectations so that our relationships are better, our performance is better, our ability to negotiate and to give and take in relationships and in our interactions is better. Part of that process with expectations pertains to relationships. We bring past hurts into present relationships. We don't mean to, but we can't leave it behind. It's part of our history. It's part of who we are. It's part of what influences the decisions we make, the choices we make, the things and the people that we're attracted to. So what do we do with these hurts from the past? What do we do with the disappointments? What do we do with the pain from the past? And how do we not punish ourselves and others in the future? We have to recognize that that pain is there. It's there. You may not have felt it in a while, but when you enter a new relationship, you will meet old pains. When you enter a new relationship, you're going to meet old pains. Sometimes we think we are over something or we've minimized it so we don't believe it affects us that deeply or that greatly. And it's not until we enter a new relationship and someone illuminates or highlights that touchy spot, that sore spot, we find that we're more sensitive to that issue than we thought we were in the past. That's okay. That's what makes us human. So feeling that pain, identifying that pain doesn't necessarily end the relationship. Denial of that pain is what will end the relationship. Even when we begin to examine our expectations for relationships, they're crafted oftentimes around our deepest points of pain. So where we've been disappointed the most, we will either have the greatest or the least expectation. If someone has been unfaithful and betrayed my confidence, I'm either going to have a great expectation in the next relationship that you hold a secret to the grave, or I'm going to have very little confidence and no expectation of fidelity from you. So where we've been hurt the most, we have either the greatest or the least expectation. You can't heal what you won't address. You cannot help what you won't look at. We have to really look and feel and process that pain. Part of processing it is just acknowledging this hurt. This place right here, I thought I was over it. I wanted to be over, but it still hurts. And you begin to enter into a dialogue about how to handle the hurt, how we handle the place that we're wounded. And it takes levels and layers of soul searching. There's some time that we will have to spend in solitude, really thinking about what exactly hurts, what our expectation is. The source of our pain is not going to be the source of our healing. What do I mean by that? The people who hurt you cannot heal you. They hurt you. They hurt you out of their own pain. They hurt you out of their own frustration. They may have hurt you continuing a cycle that they were hurt by. Whatever the reason is, and it's not to negate the hurts that we've suffered, but regardless of the reason, the truth is the people who hurt you cannot heal you. If you're going to heal, you have to forgive those people. You don't have to feel warm and fuzzy towards them, but you do have to forgive them. And forgiveness is a decision. Don't ask God to deliver you from what you can decide. There's some things that we can decide to do. We can decide to be honest. We can decide to face addictions. We can decide to forgive. We don't need a 12-step program to forgive. It's a decision. So the things that you can decide are the first steps that you take towards your healing. You acknowledge that it's there. Acknowledge that the pain is there. Feel it. Process it in a healthy way. Share it with the people that you're in relationship with. It's not okay to punish people because you're hurting. It's not okay to lash out because you're hurting. Your pain does not give you an excuse to be a pain to someone else. So let's get healthy. Let's work this thing out. Let's talk about hurts and healing, and let's help each other to move forward. We all have baggage. We all have pains from the past, and we all have to love each other around where it hurts until we get to the point where it doesn't hurt anymore. Real love is healing. Real love provides a safe space for us to air out what we've kept hidden. Real love provides a healthy environment for us to feel the pain and be covered by people who are stronger than we are. And real love is patient. It's kind. It gives us time to heal. It gives us time to soul search and figure out what it is we need, what it is we may not need. I'm at a different place of healing in my own life from sexual trauma and trafficking, and came to the realization that I needed a different level of communication. And once I realized that's what I needed, and I was able to articulate that, I said to the people closest to me, hey, this is what I need. I asked for it. We've talked in the past about expectations and how we negotiate expectations, but you cannot negotiate what you can't articulate. So the first step is acknowledging that pain, realizing that it's there. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. The second step, once we acknowledge that pain, we have to find words for our expectation. We have to be able to articulate what it is that we expect. And we have to be able to evaluate that expectation. Is it realistic? I was hurt before in a horrible way, but I can't hold the expectation that no one ever is going to hurt or disappoint me again. That's not a healthy expectation. It's not one that I can bring into relationships, and it's not one that I can expect someone else to meet. So I have to reevaluate that expectation. Perhaps I tweak it a little. So I say, I realize no one's perfect. I realize people are not infallible. And so my expectation is that when I show you my hurt, when I show you the pains that I've suffered in the past, I expect you not to knowingly inflict the same pain on me. That's an expectation that's articulated. And if I've been honest, if I've shared my history honestly, then that's an expectation that I can negotiate with another person and we can talk it out. It's got to be a dialogue. You can't hold people hostage to your past, your pain, or your expectations. So ask, but then be ready to negotiate. And finally, be kind to yourself. Be kind to the people around you. We are all healing from something. We are all healing from someone who's hurt us, disappointed us, left us, betrayed us, not lived up to the expectation we had, shattered the expectations we thought we would have. We're all in recovery from this thing called life and this thing called relationships that we have with broken people. But we don't have to stay broken. Talk to me, send me your feedback, dialogue with me. I love your comments, your questions. If this is helpful to you, tweet me at Nicole Azan, NicoleAzaan, like Nicole. Visit my website, NicoleAzan.com. Follow me on Twitter, Periscope, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And as always, I want you to live on your best level. Thanks so much for joining.